Hello! This is Use the Types episode number 9, cleanup of our project. So, we've been through a few things here, we've got a few things set up, and we're going to start adding more and more stuff to our application. But before we go any further, I'd like to take a few minutes to tidy up our project. Now, if you don't care about the indentation of your configuration files and inconsequential things like that, feel free to skip this video, but I do care. So first and foremost, let's fire up our terminal as we always do. Go into our source directory, create a directory for our project, snap-hello-world, and we're going to pull a snapshot of the source code using this command line, if I can remember how to paste it. That didn't work. Let's try that again. There we go. So wget minus o minus blah blah blah. This is from usethetypes 8 Heroku. This is the project as it was of our last video. And let's go. We've got our code. I'm going to move the overlay out of the way. Put it up there. Initialize our repo again. Add the source files. What do we find? There we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a look at the stack YAML file. That's this file here. So open up VS Code. And whoa, we have a new version. Look at that. Let's close that down. Control B to open up the project view, and we'll open up stack.yaml, this file here. And the first thing you'll notice about this file is that it's all comments, apart from about 3 lines. We're going to strip all those comments out. And it'll just make it easier for us to track our changes if we do this. But note that these comments are all documentation about how to change the resolver. There we go. There's some options there, although we're using 12.0. That's the one we chose when we first created the project. And then how to reference packages in various different ways. There'll be an extra depths section mentioned in here somewhere. There you go. That's how to reference packages that are not in the stackage snapshot. And you can set compiler flags globally. And you can set up things like, where is it? Architecture and extra includers for helping GHC locate native libraries. But we don't use any of that stuff right now. We may do later. For now, I'm just going to strip out all of that stuff, and then we'll have the bare essentials of a stack.yaml file. So we'll get rid of that block of stuff, and then this block of stuff, and all this stuff at the end here. I'm going to close that down for now. Whoops. There we go. And so we've boiled it down to its essence. We're using the LTS 12.0 resolver, and we're referencing packages in the current directory, which is dot. There, that's it. So now as we add additional items to here, we can see the changes more clearly. I'm also going to tidy up the layout of our .cabal files. We'll open up snap-hello-world.cabal, and we'll see entries like this. Now I'm a little bit obsessive. I like to indent things in a consistent way. So I'm going to, first of all, go to View, Render Whitespace, so we can see all the dots. And I'm going to reflow the list of build dependencies, because as we add more stuff, more dependencies to our package, this list will become unwieldy if it's all on a single line. And the way I've recently decided to start indenting this is as follow. Indent 6 spaces here, and then split on the comma like that. So all the package names line up, dependency names line up nicely. I'm also going to line up all of these items consistently, just because, get them on an even character boundary. There we go. I'll align those to that, to put a space in there. You probably are wondering, why is this guy recording a video on how to indent code? Well, sort of pragmatics like this are quite important well, they're not important, but they're easy to fix, and they will make sort of easing into the project. It gets more sophisticated, a little bit easier, and I'm going to do it anyway. And you don't have to watch this video, you can skip forward to the next one. I'm going to change that to that. I'm going to put my usethetypes email address in, and there we go, saved. That is a nicely formatted cabal file. We can add dependencies to that in the future. Next up, I'm going to go back to the terminal. I'm going to create some helper scripts. So one of the things you'll have noticed is that when we start this project from scratch, I'll demonstrate since we're here, close code down, start it again, you'll get all the error messages because Haskell, Intero, and all those bits are not set up correctly for the project. So if we flip to a Haskell source file and open up the integrated terminal, if I can even remember how to do that, view, oh, there we go, it opened all by itself. You see all these errors here. So in one of the earlier videos, I showed you how to install the dependencies required to get this stuff to work, specifically Intero in this case. And I find it useful to have a little script in my repository to do that for me. So let's create that. Let's go back to the terminal. And we're going to run a number of commands. We'll create a little script directory, like so. And I'm going to put some text into a file. And I'll paste it in here like this. So we'll see we've created a file called dev in the script directory containing the shebang up here, and stack build intero, stack build copy compiler tool ghcid. So this is a script which sets up the dev environment, hence the name, and it installs intero and ghcid just the way I like it. Just to confirm that that looks sensible, there you go. And we should also make it executable, chmod +x script /dev, and we can even go and run it just to test it. Take a little bit of time. The other script I'm going to create is a script to run ghcid. So while that's building, I'm going to do Control-Shift-T to open up another terminal, and alongside the dev script, I'll create a little script to start ghcid. So you see there it goes. It's called ghcid, and it just is stack exec ghcid ID ---- main. So it will run the main entry point to the program whenever the compile succeeds in ghcid. Again, we'll need to set the execute bit. We'll flip back to our terminal. Intero is still building. But once that's done, we will then have Intero available to us, so code will start it without that ugly set of messages there. And we'll also have ghcid available to us. So, oh, there we go. It's finished installing. That doesn't take too long because we already have all the packages cached locally, and we've got a ghcid executable. Let's see what files we have. So you see we've modified the cabal file, and we've modified the stack.yaml file, and we've added these two new scripts. We shall see if we do git add dev and ghcid. So now when we open up code, we'll let it do its thing, and when we see the output in the terminal, it should show that Haskell has been successfully loaded. And if it doesn't, I'll have to find a hat to eat. There we go, look at that. It's a beautiful thing. And to test the ghcid script, we'll do control backtick to open up the integrated terminal, and we can do script ghcid like that, and loads the application and runs the entry points. It's listening on port 8000, and we could even do things like make some modifications to the main function just to demonstrate it's working. There you go, hello world. And we're all done. See you next time.